Well, the other day I uploaded a video ranking every single Prismatic Evolutions item from best to buy to worst. And you guys asked me to do the same, but for 151. So here we are today. Now, I just want to say, guys, my channel recently reached 1,000 subscribers. And as a thank you to all of you, I decided I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I announced that I'd be doing a giveaway soon. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway of this Japanese A-Spec card. I know, guys, it's pretty sweet. Check it out. It's worth about 30 cents on the secondary market. Just really a token of gratitude. No, I'm obviously joking. I'm sorry, that was a joke. I could not do that. I'm going to be giving away a Heat Wave Arena booster box. So I'm not going to be paying the ass about the requirements. I'm not going to ask you to like, subscribe, follow my mum, follow my dad, follow my Instagram, follow my OnlyFans. Like, I'm not going to make a bunch of things. Literally just exist. You can just comment on this video. I'll just pick a random person who comments on this video, and happy days. You don't even need to be subscribed. I appreciate you do subscribe, but hey, I'd appreciate you do follow my Instagram, but I'm not going to make it a requirement because I'm not going to be a pain in the ass about it, because this is a gratitude. I'm not trying to capitalize on this. I'm not trying to, trying to make all these requirements. I'm just trying to, oh my goodness. You're not going to get any PSA 10s out of that one. But I'm just, I just want to do that. That's funny as. I just want to, express my gratitude because I'm very appreciative of you guys constantly supporting me, commenting, everything. It's really, really nice. So that's why I didn't really want to make any requirements, because it pisses me off when people make requirements, because it's like, it's not even a giveaway at that point. It's more of just paying for like subscribers and shit. So that's why I just want to do just quick gratitude. So comment on this video. And yeah, I'll just pick a random person and I'll just make it like a week. Okay, I think that's fair. Just make it like a week. So from now till what, like 5th of August? Yeah, from now till the 5th of August, just comment on my video, on this one specifically, and then you'll be entered, and I'll announce the giveaway like in August. So just a little fun thing to do. Number 9, so there's 9 items here. Obviously, number 9 is the worst and number 1 is the best. So number 9 are binder collections. The reason why binder collections is such a poor investment is because it's already gone up a lot. Why has it gone up a lot? Because it was short printed. When items get short printed, they tend to go up a lot very quickly, but then they just kind of stagnate. Great example is Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield base, sets like that. Those got short printed. They did, great. They're like $600 booster box. That's fantastic. But they haven't moved for 2 years. And the one simple reason why is because it was short printed. So once it was short printed, what are you going to do? Once, you buy one box and that's it. There's not a lot of buying pressure. So yeah, that's, I would never recommend buying these. I would recommend, buying it when it was $50 a binder collection, but definitely not when it's like $200 or $250, depending where you are in the world. But yeah, anyways, number 8 are Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. Now, this is super controversial, but it's pretty much the identical thing. It's short printed, and it's already gotten most of its gains locked in. Great item. Love the item. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of it being a Pokemon Center stamp, but far out, man. It's got 11 packs and 2 promos. Freaking calm your horses, dude. It's like a $1,000 box. That is ridiculous. That is insane. That is like the same as a Fusion Strike booster box. You really think that deserves to be the same price of like a Fusion Strike booster box? That's ridiculous. That is the same price as like literally, that is like the same price of like ETBs in Sun and Moon. Like that's, come on man, that's a bit ridiculous. It's gone up a lot. It's a great item, but it's gone up a lot. It's like, it doesn't have to, just because it's this low doesn't mean it's a bad product. It just means that most of the gains have already been captured, right? Or realized. Buying it when it released was a great idea. Buying it a year after release was a great idea. But if you've bought it any time since the last 6 months, you've seen almost no gains. 6 months ago, it was like, what, $700, $800? Now it's $1,000. So you made $300 on it. After fees and shipping, okay, you've made like, what, $200 on it? Big deal. That's nothing for 6 months in this industry. Investing in trading cards is incredibly risky. I know it seems like this is a safe bet. I know it seems like Evolving Skies is the safe bet and like Paradox Rift is a risky bet. But in the grand scheme of things, all of this is incredibly risky and all of this is incredibly reckless to invest in. But you know what's more reckless to invest? Those come at really good gains. Because it's risky to invest in, then the gains are really good. The problem is with this, you've got high risk, low reward. And every single time it goes up, the chances you'll capture a solid profit just shrinks more and more and more. Would not recommend, to be honest, whatsoever. But anyways, yeah, number 7 is Elite Trainer boxes. Pretty much the identical thing. Short printed item, Barely had any restocks. They only had like one restock. Well, same thing. I'm sorry, man. It's getting too expensive. Yeah, it was a great idea what to buy when it was $250 in Elite Trainer. It was $200 or $300. But now it's just getting into funny territory. I mean, $500. Get the hell out of here. That's ridiculous. That is so stupid. See, Pokemon Center ETBs, I get. Yeah, Pokemon Center ETBs makes sense. Come on, calm down with the Elite Trainer boxes, though. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't get it being $500 or $450 or whatever it is. I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why? Why is it that expensive? Okay, sure, it was short printed. That doesn't justify it being that expensive. That's ridiculous. So, it's just, I doesn't, like, the promo is literally like $15. The packs inside in total is worth about $100. The promo is worth about $15. Where is all the other like $400 of value coming from? Is it just coming from like, it makes no sense. I don't like it. I'm just not a fan. If you buy it, hey, hopefully you do well. I'm sure you might, maybe, I don't know. It's so overpriced. So you know what's like absolutely depressing is UPCs are about $550 to $650. It's about $100 to $150 more than Elite Trainer boxes, but it's got like what, almost double as many packs and 3 promos. So we're going to get to UPCs later in this video because UPCs are a pretty solid pickup. But anyways, number 6 are Alakazam boxes. So generally when you tend to invest in boxes and sets, you generally want to invest in the most printed items. And the reason is because you can get the easiest entry on it. So great example is, I don't know, can't think of a great example, but you want to invest in items that, oh, actually no, great example are the Crown Zenith figure collections. Man, I love mentioning this. Crown Zenith figure collections, they were on sale at Kmart. This was the golden days of Pokemon. For $39 AUD, which is about $26 USD for 11 packs, with an average of about $2.50 USD or $3.60 AUD per pack. Absolutely ridiculous. That item you want to invest in because it was overprinted, so it either didn't sell out or it was on sale. 151 is a great example. Mini tins, overprinted. Alakazam boxes, overprinted. Booster bundles, overprinted. That's where you get a lot of the gains. You know why? Because the market doesn't care how much it was printed in the long run. Great example is XY Evolutions. XY Evolutions, this Charizard here, you know what? Guess the pop on this. XY Evolutions. The price of this slab was about, so this was about $300 as a PSA 10, about 6 to 12 months ago. Now it's about $1,300. So knowing that this has gone up 4 to 5x, what do you think the pop of this is? Think it's 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000? What if I were to tell you it's 3,000? Well, that would be incorrect because it's 10,000. It's crazy. There's so many in circulation. So that whole thing of it's short printed, so that whole thing where like an item is overprinted so therefore I can't go up is just bullcrap. Because you look at something like this, there are 10,000 of this. Great example is the Moonbryon. Moonbryon, there are however many thousand of that. That's doing absolutely phenomenal. There are less Gengar VMAX All Art PSA 10s and Giratinas than the Moonbryon. Yet both of those are not even half the price of a Moonbryon PSA 10. So, seems like it's just a supply to demand type thing. But the problem is short printed items generally don't have a large demand. Binder collections is a great example. Binder collections don't have a great demand, but the supply is tiny. So therefore, it's just expensive and it shoots up. Booster bundles have a humongous demand. Those booster bundles will far surpass binder collections. I believe 151 booster bundles will be $200 AUD in the 12-month time span of when its last reprint was. So let's just say its last reprint was right now. It got its last reprint now. Then I believe in exactly 12 months it will be $200 a booster bundle. Now, looking at the rates of how much it's going up, could be sooner, could be later, who knows. But the point is that the market doesn't care about what's short printed or large printed. It cares about the quality of the items. And a great example is Scarlet and Violet slabs. Dude, that Bubble Mew was like $600 as a PSA 10. Now it's like $2K. The pop of that is incredibly high. It's in the 10,000s. Charizard from 151 is a great example. It's like a 1.3K PSA 10 card, yet the supply of it is like 20,000 PSA 10s. You know there's like 68,000 PSA graded cards of that specific card? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it has such a high demand. So you kind of just look at that and go, maybe it's more of a demand thing. And, you know, if you're targeting something because it's short printed, maybe it's short printed because no one wants it, like a binder collection, not because it's actually such an amazing product. So that's why generally when you buy products, you want to target highly printed items, because highly printed items create opportunities. Like I used with that Crown Zenith example, it was printed so much that stores had to fire sell it, versus ETBs or versus, you know, Sea and Sky boxes and versus stuff like that, where there wasn't as much of a need for them to fire sell that because there was less of it, so therefore they didn't need to move as much inventory. And then that brings us to number 5, which is the poster collection. So you can get poster collections for about $40 AUD. Now, poster collections have 3 packs and 3 promos. Now, a booster bundle has 6 packs. Oh, that's actually just it. I was about to say, and this, but then my mind just blanked. I was like, wait a minute, there's nothing else in it. It has 6 packs. So, if you combine, if you look at the price per pack, poster collections are actually really, really cheap. So I don't really need to talk about it a whole ton more, but it's more just the fact that one of the most printed items in the Pokemon 151 set. So it has a lot of potential to go up because it's just been printed so much. And when it gets printed so much, that creates opportunities. And that leads us with number 4, which is the Zapdos box. Don't really want to talk about it a whole ton because it's pretty much just the same mentality as other ones. It's got a ton of print waves, very cheap right now, very demure, happy days. Number 3 are UPCs. So I'm going to be buying up some UPCs soon. I really like UPCs. So first of all, we can look at the Charizard UPC. Look at those promos in PSA 10s. Holy freaking crap. If you open up a UPC and you get those 3 promos as PSA 10s, it pays for like 6 UPCs or like 7 UPCs. Them as PSA 10s are ridiculously expensive. So I would highly recommend UPCs, because also let's talk about pack value, right? ETBs. It's only about $150 to $200 more than an Elite Trainer box, yet has almost double as many packs. It's an exclusive playmat. The box looks amazing as a display, but also it has 3 gorgeous looking promos. Absolutely amazing looking promos. You have the gold card, which people really, really like gold cards. They don't go too crazy over, but they like them. Then you've got that Mewtwo, like the one in the city, but then you've got the main one, which is the Mew. That Mew card is... it's amazing. So I just checked online, and yeah, that Mew is about $500 as a PSA 10, which is pretty ridiculous. So it's got good packs inside, it's got good value. Honestly, 151 UPCs are actually really, really solid. Now, I will say that that gap is closing, but here's the thing, right? It's a good pickup, but at the same time, there's still 2 more on the list. So this is my logic. Why would you buy UPCs when I got 2 more on the list that, in my opinion, I think are better? So number 2 are mini tin displays. Now, mini tin displays, I actually have picked up one recently, and I'll be picking up another 3. These are really, really cool. So first of all, mini tin displays are hard to get, but they're like really, really, really cheap right now. And the reason is because they just got a fat reprint. Now, the thing that makes mini tin displays so rare is that because most stores have limits on... this is really heavy. Usually it has 8 tins inside, but this has 10. It's like, damn, that's got some weight to it. It's a freaking fat box. But anyways, now it's quite difficult to get these as steel displays, and the reason is because most stores have a limit of like 1 to 5 per person. Because there's 10 in here, you can only get a steel display by like buying it off a website that's selling a steel display, or you'd have to backdoor it somehow. Just obtaining a sealed display versus 10 loose ones is like night and day in difficulty. So that's why I would say this is a fantastic buy. And once again, it's because it was so printed. It was so... it's gotten so many harsh print waves that, yeah, it's going to do absolutely phenomenal, because right now is you have such a good opportunity to buy it. So I would 100% recommend these mini tins. I just want to make myself clear, this and UPCs are like incredibly close, so there's no wrong answer. If you bought UPCs instead of this, or if you bought this instead of UPCs, there's no wrong answer. They're most likely probably going to do the same appreciation percentage wise anyways, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Now this brings us to number 1, which is something I've been preaching about for a good while, and if you bought it when I was saying to buy it, like the last 3 months, you'd be up about 30 to 40% on your investment, depending on where you source the boxes. But we're talking about 151 booster bundles. Oh man, 151 booster bundles. So 151 booster bundles is the closest thing you can get to investing in a booster box. Now let's look at Evolving Skies booster boxes. Evolving Skies blisters is about $65 to $70 per blister. So 65 times 36 is about 2.3k. So then you need to ask yourself, okay, if 36 of these dudes is the equivalent of 2.3k in market value, why in the world is a booster box almost $1,000 more? The reason is because booster boxes have a premium. Now, this is not old news, everybody knows this, but the thing that's so interesting about holiday sets is booster boxes don't exist. So you have like this weird gray area. So like you're kind of trying to look for the item that's like the premium. Is it like UPCs? Is that the main item? Or is it, because like with main sets, it's never a debate. It's booster boxes or go home, right? With holiday sets, there's always a debate. Is it ETBs, UPCs, booster bundles, this or that? Now, here's the thing. I was trying to reach for a booster bundle, but there's no booster bundle there. Here's the thing. This has always been a debate until recently. Booster bundles has been that item that has taken that throne, and that's why people really, really like booster bundles so much. Not because it's the price, not because it's the packs inside or really whatever. It's because it's the closest thing to a booster box, and booster bundles do that perfectly. I would recommend buying them. Don't think about the price per pack. Don't think about how it makes more sense to buy 2 poster collections because you'll pay less but get more packs and promos. Don't think about, take the logic out the window. This is a premium item. There's a premium on this product. Think about it like that. I cannot recommend buying them enough. And, you know, I was recommending them when they were $80, $85, $90, $95, $100, $105. Now they're like $125 on eBay in Australia. I'd still recommend buying them. And I would recommend buying them. Like, even if they're $200, I would recommend buying them. It's like asking, should I buy Evolving Skies at $1,500? Yeah, absolutely. So you got to think of the long picture, right? I mean, there's a million reasons towards why those booster bundles will be doing amazing. I think those booster bundles could be the best performing booster bundles in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for a good while. Maybe Prismatic eventually overtakes it. I don't really know, but that's going to be for a good while. So let's not worry about that now. Let's worry about booster bundles. For 151, I'd buy them.